Shalom family. So in today's video I just want to make a video just about being grateful for everything that the Most High is doing and everything that we are receiving. Even though it doesn't feel like it, we should be grateful every single day because the Most High shows us time and time again that he does love Israel and that he is fighting for us. This video is just really inspired by me reading Esdras, as we on the Shabbat Shalom, and I pray that you guys are having a blessed Shabbat. But in today's video, like I said, I just want to just say it in this account of something that I am reading because it's very inspirational. With me also reading the book of Exodus over again, it makes me feel like really grateful that the Most High is fighting for us, even though it doesn't feel like it, and even though we still feel like we are in captivity, and that the Most High doesn't hear us, and that he doesn't hear our cries. But just like the ancient days in Exodus, when he was fighting for the Israelites, he's still doing today. Like I said, even though it doesn't feel like it, and Israel, we might feel like the degraded people or the lower people or the unchosen people, but the Most High is still fighting for us, like you all know. It's so hot out here, y'all, but it's so crazy because I'm at this park called Shalom, and it's the Shabbat. So all praises to the Most High for that. But anyway, so I just want to go ahead and read Esdras to you guys really quick. Just an account just to read because it just makes you be grateful and really realize that the Most High is in charge of everything, and that it'll be a time, Lord's willing, that we'll be able to be on top again. So here we go. So this is chapter 1 of Esdras and verse 17. It says, "Where are the benefits that I have done for you? And when you were hungry and thirsty in the wilderness, did ye not cry unto me, saying, Why hast thou brought us into the wilderness to kill us? It had been better for us to be served with the Egyptians than to die in the wilderness." So basically, if you read Exodus and you know about the story, it's pretty common. Even if you're in a Christian church or whatever, everybody knows this story. So the Israelites was freed from the Egyptians, but it took a couple of times and a couple of plagues and a couple of things that had to happen in the land of Egypt for the Most High to let his people go. But as I was reading, I felt a little bit of spiritual sense of understanding that if Moses came with Aaron to free the Israelites and he just automatically let them go, would probably never even knew that the God that we serve. Because like I said, we are a people of instant gratification. So we like instant gratification. We don't like to wait. We like to be served fast, just like fast food. We would rather go to a fast food restaurant than to actually make something at home and take our time instead. Like I said, we would rather want the fast way out, right? Or even when it comes to social media, like sometimes I take a lot of breaks off social media and I come back from here and there, but I don't spend my all and be all on there like I used to anymore. But like, it's instant gratification. You get your likes fast. It's not wrong with sharing, you know what I mean? But like, when it becomes an idol, that's a problem. When you spending most of your time on there, that's when it's a problem. It's a good thing for us to connect as people because a lot of our people are scattered abroad. So yes, it's cool to connect, but don't make it as your idol. But anyway, so like I was saying, my arm's starting to hurt on that side. That the Israelites, we like things very fast. We like the fast money. That's why a lot of our kings are in the streets, because they like the fast way of life. They like to get it fast. They like to, I'm not gonna get too much into that. But it shows time and time again that Black people, we are the Israelites, because it's so descriptive when you read, Deuteronomy and Exodus and stuff like that. It's so descriptive. You know what I mean? Like how our people truly act today. So, like it says, when he said it's better for us to go back to the Egyptians, because like I said, us Israelites, we like the fast way, the run way, instead of taking our time, instead of experiencing God's promises in a land that he had a flowing of milk and honey, y'all, we rather the easy way out, but the Most High, like I said, showed us his love. So let's be grateful, for the Most High's love. But verse 19 says, "Then had I pity upon your mournings, and gave you manna to eat, so ye did eat angel's bread. And when ye were thirsty, did I not cleave the rock, and the waters, and waters flowed out to your field? And for the heat I covered you with the leaves of the trees. So in the midst of, even when it didn't feel like it, and it was going to take some time to experience God's promises, but the Most High had us covered. He said, did I not give you manna to eat? Did I not cover you with the leaves? Like right now it's hot as freak, but you know I'm under the shade. All praise to the Most High. But like, did he not give you these things? Like, I know it's hard in Egypt right now. Spiritually, we are in Egypt still, but we really have the easy way out. Like, think about it. We get to go to the store and get the things that we need for the feast days. We're breathing. Even though, yes, we're in captivity, we got to work to death just to make it by. But honestly, I feel like we had it easier than our forefathers and our forefathers. Honestly, the things that they went through is not really as much, I feel like, it's the things that we go through today. Like, I feel like we got it way easier. So, you know, let's be grateful and take our forefathers and our foremothers as an example on how to truly live. Let me go back down. This is verse 21. It says, I divided among you a fruitful land. I cast out the Canaanites and the Philistines before you. What shall I yet do more for you, saith the Lord? He said, what should I do more for you? I done delivered you from the wicked people that had you in captivity, and you still don't see that I'm fighting for you. Still, like today, it's a lot of earthquakes and tornadoes and Israel being bombed and this, that, and the third, but the Most High is still fighting for his people, and that shows you that he's fighting for his people because he's plaguing these wicked people, the Arabs and the Indians and this and the, you know, Esau. You know, he's still doing these things. Like, yeah, I'm keep drinking my water, baby, it's so hot. But yeah, like, he's showing us time and time again that he is fighting for us, you know. Did I not do these things? Like, hello, okay? And sent his only son to die for us at that. He sent his only son. So I'm gonna keep going. I divided among you a fruitful land. Okay, I saw, like, yeah, I already read that part. Thus saith the Lord Almighty, when you were in the wilderness, in the river of the Amorites, being athirst and blaspheming my name. So, even in the midst of our quenching thirst, and that can go into a lot of times to a lot of things. It doesn't have to just mean just thirst, but the Most High was still there for us, and we was blaspheming. Oh, how long is it gonna take? I'm tired. I'm hot. You know, our people, we get real hot. You see, I'm sweating a little bit, but that's all praise to Most High, because that's still detoxifying. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like the Lord is literally still fighting for us, and we decide to blaspheme and say, where the Most High at? Why this is happening to this, and why this is going on? Like, questioning him, right? I gave you not fire for your blasphemies, but a tree in the water, and made the river sweet. So he made the river sweet for us. He made the things that we blaspheme, instead of our sinful and our wicked ways, he didn't decide to cast us out, because if he did, we wouldn't be here today. But instead, like I say, he's still fighting for us today, even though it feels like he's not there spiritually, but he is. Like, each and every day, he's literally fighting for the Israelites. So, okay, I read that part. Verse 24 says, what shall I do unto thee, O Jacob, thou Judah? Wouldest thou not obey me? I will turn me to another nation, and unto those will I give my name, and keep my statutes. Seeing ye have forsaken me, and I will forsake you also. And when ye desire me to a gracious, when ye desire me to be gracious, whensoever ye shall call upon me, I will not hear you. For ye have defiled your hands with blood, and your feet are swift to commit manslaughter. So what is it? Like I said, like when I was talking about our kings, and this can go into many things, we decide to not love our neighbor. As people, we don't even know who we are. We can't decipher languages. Like, for example, I just was walking around, and I seen Issachar, and that's Mexicans today. I couldn't understand from a lick of paint what they were saying. But the Most High did that in ancient times, because we were disobeying him, because he scattered us because, we are ungrateful people. And he allowed it to happen. But those people don't know that they are my sisters and they are my brothers according to scripture. But we don't even know that. We don't love our neighbor. We hate each other. We kill each other in the streets, not realizing that spiritually we are brothers and sisters and we come from the same lineage. So, man, it's just like spiritually thinking about that. But yeah, he said, seeing that ye have forsaken me, so I will forsake you also. So even though, yes, we still have the Most High, but we are scattered abroad. We're not in our homeland. So he said, since you wanna, I'm gonna deliver you to Esau. They're gonna have control over you. And that's not just Esau. It's a lot of other people that is higher than us right now. But that's all because, the Most High, he loves us, but he's gonna show us we can't keep serving other gods and other things and things of this world and forsake him and think that he's not going to show us that I am the God that you serve. So of course he got to show us that he is the God that we serve. Just like when you read Exodus, and like I said, it was different things. Before we had to be freed from the Egyptians, it was a lot of things that had to happen. And that's how you know that in today's time we are still spiritually living in Egypt. It just doesn't feel like it, or we don't think, or we have lost our identity, in these Christian churches and Catholicism and all these Muslims and all these things. We lost our identity, and that's another punishment, you know what I mean? But all praise to the Most High, some of our people are starting to wake up each and every day and understand that yes, this is still spiritual Egypt, because a lot of things are happening in different countries. So that goes to show you, yes, we are still spiritually in Egypt, because there's so many things that's still happening in this world showing us that we are the Israelites. We are the biblical Israelites. But like I said, before we had to be freed from the land of Egypt, just like how it is today, it's a lot of prophecies and things like that that has to be fulfilled. I'm going to go ahead and go on because, y'all, my phone is going to die. My phone is on 4%, so I'm going to try to clicking this up. But ye have not as it were forsaken me, but ye your own selves, saith the Lord. So let me reread. That says, ye have not as it were forsaken me, but ye have forsaken your own selves. So we are the ones who forsaken his laws, his statutes, and his commandments. We can't do a certain sin or go into sin and then blame God for our issues, because we are the ones who got ourselves in this position in the first place. So we can't just blame God for everything that we're going through, because we are the ones who decided to do what we did, and that's why we're in the position that we are in now. So it says, thus saith the Lord Almighty, have I not prayed you as a father his sons, and as a mother her daughters, and as a nurse and the young babes, that ye would be my people, and I should be your God, that ye would be my children, and I should be your father. I gathered you together as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings. But now, what shall I do unto you? I will cast you out from my face. And with that, I close. Like I said, I gotta hurry up. But like that just goes to show you that, like I said, the Most High is literally still fighting for us. He literally took us under his wing when we decided to go off, when we decided to blaspheme, when we decided to serve other gods, when we decided to make a golden calf. The Levites was making a golden calf because they were too hasty to wait for Moses to come back. Like, it's the same thing today. It's our people decided to forsake God and then wonder why they are going through certain things or why they're dealing with certain things. It's because we forsook his law and we forsook his commandments and his laws and his statutes. And we've been taught that we don't have to keep these things and we shouldn't keep these things, but we're supposed to keep his laws and his statutes. And a lot of, pastors and, things like that teach us that the laws are done away with when they're not done away with. We still have to keep them because it keeps us in order. Just like how, the system and the government, they teach us we have to keep this or you're going to go to jail. It's the same thing with the Most High. We still have to keep these laws because why? Because it keeps us in order. It keeps us from death. Matter of fact, it keeps us from death. But had it not been for his holy son, our brother Christ, we wouldn't be here. So I just want you guys to, like I said, I gotta hurry up on this, but I want you guys to be grateful for everything that the Most High has done for us without, you know, doubting him, because he is still fighting for us, even if it doesn't feel like it. But like I said, me reading Exodus really makes me feel the Most High love, and make me realize how much he loved me and my brothers and my sisters, because the fact that he didn't do anything to us, in the fact that he had the covenant with us and he decided to keep it because he cares for us and because he loves us. Because if he didn't, he could have heard our cry from heaven and allowed the Egyptians to, you know what I'm saying, still keep us in captivity just like it was. It's still the same thing today. It's nothing new under the sun. But he still hears our cries. That's why he's plaguing other countries and doing all these things and allowing things to happen to the water and the seas and people and you know what I'm saying. Like, he's still there for us, even if it doesn't feel like it, y'all. No matter what, like I just want to say, just keep your mind stayed on the Most High. Keep fighting. Keep these laws. Keep these statutes. Keep these commandments. And keep going through the Most High. Keep fighting for the Most High. Don't allow nothing in this world to keep you, to steal your soul. Like it says in Scripture, what does it profit you to gain the whole world and lose your soul? You trying to fight to look good, going out every Sabbath, knowing that it's the Most High's day. Go to the club, you know, shake some, because you feel like you trying to be cute. You trying to convince that this other girl to be your friend. You know, like, these things are just things of small that we have to realize that things is finna get harder. And if we can't do the smallest things that the Most High require of us, I can only imagine how it's gonna be when that mark come and other things come. You know, so just don't spend time on silly things, and actually spend time with the Most High and receive his love. Get to know him. Get to know what he requires of you, and stop spending so much time on silly things of this world. And with that, I just want to say Shabbat Shalom or Shabbat Shalom to my brothers and my sisters. And I pray that you guys have an amazing Sabbath. Like I said, it's so beautiful, y'all. Like, it's the waters. You know, I got my books, my water, you know, just spending time with the Most High. And yeah, but like I said, I just want to pray that you guys have a blessed Shabbat. And with that, I'm out.